Welcome everybody to another little uncut video on my YouTube channel. I'm trying this little voice over again and talk you through this route. It's called Tanz der Zeit, which means dance of time, and I did it last fall. It was a longer project. My long-term friend Tycho Wilhelm bolted it, and he used to try it himself, but kind of like gave up and told me again I could try it. So I went there to Ötztal, had a great day with my friends, and tried to do the first ascent of this amazing route. It might not be the hardest route. I graded it 8C+, but it's still something I really wanted to show because it's such a great line and such a cool climb. So I hope you still enjoy. This is the intro of the route, which is pretty easy. I only had like one try on the route before this go. I tried it like 2 years before that, but couldn't remember. So it's still not the most fluent climb here in the beginning because I didn't have the beta like perfectly worked out yet. But I think I still climbed pretty well and managed to do it on that go. So this is kind of like the last little rest before the route already gets quite pumpy. It's kind of a power endurance route, although it's kind of short. So this part is already a pretty pumpy section. It's kind of like climbing on a fridge, and you don't really have a lot of rests until the crux, which will come up in about like 10 moves. It's a nice little crack in Ötztal. There's a really cool 8C to the left of it, which actually shares this section, and only this 8C+ was still waiting for a first ascent. And we have some nice drone footage from Misha Piccolruaz, so thanks a lot for that. Yeah, this section is actually kind of tricky, like getting this right foot, because you can't see it, but it's behind the corner, so you can't see it and you kind of blindly find it. But still, this isn't like the hardest part of the route. It's more of like trying to not lose too much power, because now the crux section will come up soon. Like now I'm traversing to the right, and you see this tick mark on the right where you can also do some knee bars. But when I worked it before, I felt like this knee bar is not amazing, and I felt like I'm not gonna be so tired and probably not gonna rest anyways, and I just keep going. I was pretty confident I'm gonna do it, but now in hindsight I should have checked it out better and brought some knee pads, because I think this rest would definitely help a little bit, because I got way more pumped than I thought. So yeah, because now the end of the traverse is kind of the crux of the route, and it looks like I'm in a nice position, but actually it's kind of powerful on the underclings. So a little knee bar would definitely help here, but it's not the easiest knee bar. It's kind of tricky, so I would have to find out a bit better beta than what I did on my first try. But I'll still be interested for the next people to try it. Maybe they can find something easier, and it will work a bit better. I do like some last shakes, getting ready for the crux section, which is really cool. It's an amazing rock quality here. It's gneiss or granite, which is typical for Ötztal, which is like an hour away from my hometown, Innsbruck. So here you have this undercling, and now you have to cross in to this kind of bad undercling, which you have to get right. And now you have like a really big move again to like kind of a blind hold. And I would say this move now is like the hardest move of the route. Intermediate into like this little crimp on the edge, which you have to hit right, and you're also getting tired. And now you have this tricky heel hook that I found, which made this section much easier. This is like an amazing hold, and I thought like when I get here it should be done, and I should easily make the top basically, but I was way more tired than I thought, and you can see me kind of struggling now because I can still not rest, especially my left hand, and I have to hang on it for a while. There's this last little tricky mental, which I'm struggling way more than I expected, you will see. So yeah, have my foot up, and now this foot slip almost cost me the ascent on this go. But somehow I had my left foot up in time and was able to mental up. And now it's basically over. You have a few more jiggy moves. Super cool, short power endurance route on like very nice rock in a really cool area. You will see now when the drone is flying out how cool of a place it is. And yeah, thanks a lot to Heiko Wilhelm for showing me this route to be able to do the first ascent of Tanz Zeit. I hope you enjoyed this little video of this cool AT Plus in Ötztal.